Focus on the big game then, Manchester United against Liverpool. My word, what a huge match this always is. But this feels massive in this season, in this kind of narrative of where Man United are at, where Liverpool's at. There's so much to look forward to. Mohamed Salah is on another level right now, best player in the world on current form. Manchester United with Cristiano Ronaldo coming back and him saving them in the Champions League in recent weeks and in different Premier League games this season. Nick Mendola, what are you looking forward to most between Manchester United and Liverpool this weekend? There's so much going on, right?
Yeah, first and foremost, Ronaldo against Van Dijk. I know there are more players involved in that matchup, but with this rivalry, it's hard to look at that. And then also Mohamed Salah has just been so wonderful this season, and he's been electric. And without Varane in there, I just think that this has Liverpool written all over it, which is exactly why United's going to win. and Paul Pogba, right? Didn't start this game, had to be brought into it. Maybe it doesn't get there if he starts. So this has all the makings with the animosity between this and with United now being expected to be good. I feel like the Ronaldo signing did more for this fixture, almost as much as any other one, maybe the derby, right? But this is a hated rivalry, and Ronaldo is someone who Liverpool fans will love to hate all over again. And, he's got to, look at his record against some of these teams as he comes back. Can he still haunt them the way he used to?
Very intriguing there. And Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool had a tough game against Atletico Madrid in midweek. Man United had a tough game against Atalanta. They were at home, so they at least had that. Andy, can we look into squad rotation? Maybe who has the better squad, the stronger squad, as to having an impact in this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the quality is going to shine through in the end. I look at it fairly similarly to what Nick had to say there is I see this game slanting towards Liverpool, and the big difference being when you compare what we just got done watching with Manchester United versus Atalanta is when Liverpool get ahead of you, they will not take their foot off the gas. They will not ease up at halftime the way that Atalanta did. They will not let you back into the game. They will try to beat you 5-0 at Old Trafford this weekend. If they can get a goal or two up, they will continue to push for more and more and more. I think Jurgen has done a pretty good job of getting a little bit of rotation in recent weeks. We've seen the midfield particularly where they're a little bit more, shall we say, advanced in age at this point of their careers, talking about Jordan Henderson and even Fabinho, who's had some injuries as well. He's done a good job of getting players minutes to stay fit and sharp, but also getting them stints where they're out of the team as well. And because knowing players are going on international duty and coming back, I just feel like Klopp is operating from a position of power right now, where he's obviously got a team that's in very good form. They're sitting right there towards the top of the table. And Manchester United, the results are going against them. It feels like desperation time from them. And that could be a little bit scary, but I just look at the quality and the functionality of Liverpool. We talked about a little bit with Manchester United, the fact they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan tactically. They don't have a plan financially or how they're building the team, what the transfer strategy is going to be. And it feels like everybody at Liverpool just pulling in the same direction. And that in these kind of games is so, so important because we know what the emotional side is. We know what the momentum in these games can do. And so every factor that I think you take and you hold as true for really, really heated rivalry games like this, they all point towards Liverpool for me.
I agree with you, but there is something in the back of my mind that's just this is Manchester United, and they can just pull it out because they're so tough to plan for. You don't really know what you're going to get with them. So if you're Jurgen Klopp trying to come up with a game plan against Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Rashford, Greenwood, there's so many more. Bruno Fernandes. There's so many great attacking players there that part of me wants to say that Man United could easily just go out and be 3-0 up at half time. It's a weird game, and the rivalry games does something strange. But I'm with you on if they play anyway like they did in the first half against Atalanta, they're gonna get hammered. It's just Paul Scholes was on TV over here, and he was listening to Solskjaer saying we didn't play too badly in the first half, and he was just saying, "You got to be kidding me! You got to be joking! If you play like that against Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City in the Premier League, or any of the top teams in the Champions League, the game's over. The game's done." So I think United have got to somehow find that defensive solidity from somewhere, stay in the game, and then rely on their big game players to to maybe nick it from late on. But yeah, Liverpool were the form team going into this, the only obviously unbeaten team in the Premier League right now going into this weekend. And Man United, yeah, they've had their struggles, but something just says to me that Man United are a strange team and they'll find something from somewhere to make it difficult for Liverpool. I'm going to sit on the fence and maybe say it's going to be a draw, but whatever happens, I think it's going to be a really, really good game at Old Trafford. And most of these games in the past, sometimes they don't really live up to expectations. But I think with the characters, like Nick said, with Salah, Van Dijk, obviously Mane and Firmino have been great for Liverpool. But then Man United with Ronaldo, Fernandes, Rashford now back fit. There's so many great players there who just seem to keep stepping up. I think we're going to see fireworks at Old Trafford. Now I've said that, it's going to be 0-0. You all know that, so you can bookmark this video. But it's going to be a great game. We'll have you covered at Pro Soccer Talk on NBCSports.com, all the latest team news, how to watch the game, and reaction and analysis as well from what is pretty much the biggest game in world soccer, biggest game of the Premier League season, Manchester United against Liverpool. Let's see what happens. I feel like for Liverpool, if they win, this is a massive, massive statement for them as title contenders this season. And for Manchester United, well, if they lose, I dread to think what the headlines are going to be like for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his Red Devils. Okay,
it'll be same Ole story. That what it'll be.
There you go. There's the one. There's the story we're looking for. He's nailed it. Andy loves that one. Great work, Nick.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series, and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches, and much more.